Hey, Phantomaniacs, welcome to the newest unboxing here on the Needless Things YouTube channel. Today we're opening up from the brand new series, brand new toy line from Jazwares, Star Wars Micro Galaxy Squadron. This is Boba Fett's Starship. This is one of the few vehicles that I'll purchase in just about any format that's reasonably priced. And I guess a couple that are not reasonably priced. You can see we've got some really nice looking window box packaging here. Got a nice little wraparound on the top and on the side. You got our little bitty figures of Fett and Fennec Shand right there included. This is very much like the old Action Fleet collection, only bigger. Because I can tell you right now, this is larger than the Action Fleet Slave One. So very cool. Get a nice little shiny strip at the bottom there with identification, Boba Fett Starship, and this is a launch edition. Which is that? Does that mean I shouldn't open this? I don't know. It doesn't matter. I'm gonna open it. Get some features on the side here. We'll get into those on the back of the box. You get a nice little kind of schematic deal going on, almost a hologram type thing. More features, and then the cross sell on the bottom. And I'll tell you what, I would like to have that Jedi Starfighter with the hyperspace rig on it. And probably the Razor Crest. And honestly, I'd like to have all of these. I just don't have the space, which doesn't mean I'm not going to buy them. It just means as of right now, I'm like, no, I need to calm down and not just buy every one of these that I see. Found this at Target in their new Disney Store section. So let's open it up and check it out. All right, this is easy enough. Okay. I wasn't quite sure if this was going to have some kind of weird, sometimes these boxes are designed with a really odd way to open up. Like there'll be a flap that goes across and then one like down, and you can't quite tell. It's not just a standard box, but we have a nice standard box here. So thank you for that, Jazwares. Ooh, I like this background. So let's set this aside for right now and take a look at nice artwork. I like this for the insert. So it's branded as well down there at the bottom. So if you were so inclined, you could put this on your shelf. Uh, probably not, but it is still very nice looking. That's some good Star Wars art. And all of the vehicles that are currently part of the line, or I guess all the vehicles in this art are currently part of the line, but this is not everything that is available as of right now, as we'll see in just a minute. Foreshadowing. All right. So here's our little, this is so great. Look at that. Just a little tiny package off to the side with our itty bitty figures. We'll take a look at those in a minute. Oh, please excuse the spray paint stuck to some of my fingers. I've been painting props for DragonCon. There is nothing, no plastic tabs or anything securing this in the box. I love that. So all we have to do is push a couple of these deals out of the way. There we go. Okay, so this is a nice solid like ABS type plastic. It's nice and rigid, and as you can see, it holds a lot of detail in the sculpt. You've got the classic rotation feature where you rotate the ship, and not only the wings, I don't feel like wings is the stabilizers rotate, but also the pilots. Oh, the hole, look at that. There's a hole. We'll get inside in a minute. Okay, so let's take a look at the exterior. Just really cool paint job on this thing. Lots of detail, lots of colors. Looks very nice for something at this scale. Done a really fantastic job here, and I like that the cannons on the nose are individually mounted. as opposed to connected like they have been on some models of this. Not that you really ever see them act independently, but still pretty cool. Nice detail on the bottom. Got a little hatch down here. Let's see what that is. Okay, that's a little weird. So that's the bomb bay. So that opens up, but then that's not removable. That's just sculpted in there. What a weird feature to have added. And I gotta say, I'm also a little surprised that there's no stand for this. I think some of the other ships, I noticed they had stands in the packaging. Oh, look at this. So that, very similar to the Hasbro models. Got your little walkway that pulls down there. And then I want to figure this out myself. I don't want to have to look at the package to figure out how to open this, but I think I might end up doing that because it is not readily... Oh, there we go. So there's your cargo bay. What is that? Oh, wow. Oh my gosh, look at that. So does this... Oh, this opens up... Oh, look at all this, man. How cool is this? And how cool is it that it's all relatively concealed? Like when you look at the ship, and we'll take a look again in a minute, but look, this clips up right there. So you've got your walkway right into the ship. You've got your weapon storage, which I'm going to try to give you a little better view of. Hang on. There we go. You've got a weapon storage very similar to the Razor Crest. Very nice. So that flips up. That flip back closed. We'll push that in. Close our cargo bay back up, and you can see, I mean, you can tell, you know, there are lines there, but still it's very nice how everything just blends into all the seams that are already in the ship. And then, of course, we've got the cockpit. Let's see. Opens up that way. And you've got 3 little tiny seats for Boba Fett and Fennec Shand and a couple of other, or one other passenger, potentially. Let's see how well. That works fairly well. All right. Man, this is beautiful. I love it. This was $32.99 at Target. I believe that's a markup from $29.99 is the regular price on it, that you might find at like Walmart or Amazon. But it was right there in front of me, so I just was like, man, I just want to buy it. All right, so let's set that down and take a look at our teeny tiny little figures. I'm such a kick out of this packaging. Okay, so here is. I'm gonna have to move this out of the way. I don't even know if the camera is gonna focus on him particularly well, but there is Boba Fett, as seen in the Book of Boba Fett. Nice shiny armor, and articulation-wise, oh wow, are you kidding me? That seems unnecessary. So his little removable jetpack, I'm betting. Oh, you can actually see, I didn't notice it because I was looking at it this way. There's a notch right down here to open that up. So I do believe his jetpack goes in that little peg right there. Let's see if we can make this happen without me getting frustrated and you getting bored. How many times have I said that in my life? Okay, so that definitely plugs in there, but my big giant hands are just not nimble enough to make it happen right now. So, but that is absolutely for storing Boba Fett's jetpack. But anyway, we've got The arms are linked together, which is kind of classic. These aren't even minifigures. These are smaller than minifigures. Super tiny figures? I don't know. Oh, that's, I bet, why his jetpack. We'll look at that in a second. And then there's Fennec Shand with about as much detail as you could reasonably expect. Look at even her helmet has like the trim on it. Just a cool little figure. Look, these are not going to replace your vintage collection or anything else, but the fact that we have little tiny figures to go with these uh, this great new scale of vehicles, I think is wonderful. So we're going to open this up and we're going to see if it is possible for me to sit them in there with my big giant sausage fingers. And it is entirely possible. The answer is no. I can see how he's supposed to go in there, but I just don't know if it's going to happen, especially with this thing wobbling around. Let's try to keep that in place. I don't see how that's going to work. All right, so you can see their little, these things are supposed to grip their legs, but the way the pilot's chair is, his legs have to go through that and under that little console, and I am not going to sit here and bore you guys while I try and figure it out. Okay, so I want to take one more look at the box here, and we can see there is the cockpit feature, there is the cargo bay feature, which actually looks like it was put on. If you look, that's backwards from what it actually is. So you can see in this one, it's facing out that way, and here it's facing that way. But this makes more sense, doesn't it? The way that it actually is on the toy, because this way it's like it's a locker opening up. Anyway, what else have we got on here? Shows the 90-degree turn for the stabilizers, the door. Yeah, that's it. That's all the features. I just want to make sure I didn't miss anything because it is very tiny. So this is so weird to me, this sculpted bomb with this hatch that opens for like no reason. But pretty cool. Great little ship. I guess if you wanted to give it a little bit of an angle sitting on the shelf, that is kind of neat. Rather than just having it flat on the shelf. I do appreciate that. All right, let's see here. Boom. Yeah, I wasn't going to make you guys watch that. So that is one of the most frustrating processes I've ever been through. If you watched my review of the HasLab Razor Crest, which I recommend if you've not watched it, that's pretty good. I had a lot of trouble getting all the weapons into the weapon storage, and this was almost as frustrating. So I did get the backpack or the jetpack onto that storage locker piece. We will close that back up, push the ramp closed, close that. And the reason that's there is because Fett can't fit in the pilot's chair. That really could be the end of the sentence. It's not true. It's not true. He fits. It's just very, very frustrating to make that happen. And getting Shand in here was almost as bad. But there you go. They do fit in eventually. If you have large fingers, it's going to be very difficult. I recommend you have a child help you if that is an option in your life. We're going to close that up. And look at that. Boba Fett Starship. Now, we are not done. I have a little bonus for you guys. We're going to set that aside off camera. And I also purchased Asajj Ventress's Genevex, I don't know, Starfighter. Just because it was something cool and different. It's something I've never had a toy of before, and it looked unique and interesting. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to grab one more just to have some fun and throw a little bonus on there. So let's open this up. This is obviously a smaller ship, like the TIE Fighter and the ATST, which there are chase versions of, which I did not know. Oh, interesting. So there's a gray TIE Fighter and a white TIE Fighter, and then a regular ATST, and the one from The Mandalorian, I guess this is supposed to be. Very interesting. Oh, I didn't notice this is a collectible blueprint. All right, let's get this out and take a look. Pretty excited about this one because it is a wild Starship design. Oh, look at a great little insert with a more Clone Wars era piece of art. Very cool. All right. Here's our Asajj Ventress figure. We'll set that aside for right now. Now, this one has a stand, which I really appreciate. And it makes me wish that Boba Fett's Starship had come with a stand. Like anything like this, I really kind of expect a stand to come with it. And I know that's not always the case with these things, but my gosh, if one has it, shouldn't all of them? Look at this. This is a beauty. Oh man. All right, well, first of all, let's just take a look at this beautiful ship. The translucent, I guess, solar fins on the back here. All the lines of this are awesome. It is somewhat reminiscent of Count Dooku's ship, which I think is cool. Look at the painted detail on the cockpit right here. Very cool little ship with pivoting guns, and the reason that those pivot is, whoa, how sick is that? Oh man, that is just so cool. What an awesome starship. I love this thing. This was a good purchase. I'm very happy. This was okay, I want to say this was like $16.99 at Target, but I think the regular retail price is $12.99, which is not bad at all in my opinion. Really well done. These are all sculpted. Let's open that back up so you can see this detail. Uh, all of this is sculpt. It's not just paint. What a cool starship. Okay, so we have a cockpit that opens up. I think there'd be a little tab. There we go. That just pops open. And there's no clip or anything in this one. So once we get that figure out, we're just going to sit her right in there. Oh, look at that. There's actually another plastic piece in the front of the hatch. That's I don't know if you'll even be able to see this, but the controls are on that. Whoop. Very cool. All right, let's get our figure out here. A teeny tiny little Asajj Ventress with her lightsabers attached. I'm loving these, you guys. You know, I love toys. Like collector oriented things are nice and good, but I love a good toy. And man, what a fun little collection this is. Got the shoulder joints, and of course have the hip joints so she can sit down. And I guess she is just going to be piloting her starship with her sabers ignited, which is fine because again, toy. So she's going to sit right in there. We're going to close that up, and it's going to look kind of hilarious because she is just sitting there with her lightsabers. But you'll notice that console piece pushes against her feet, so it keeps her in place. So she's not just rattling around inside that cockpit. Oh, this is great. I love this. This is fantastic. You guys, I know I'm going to buy more. I can't help myself. So thank you for watching, you guys. Oh, wait, let's see how the stand works. I totally forgot. Okay, so we've got, two little peg holes right here. We've got pegs on the stand. So this is, boom, just like that. So you cannot display it with the wings unfurled, which is actually kind of disappointing. But still, cool that it has a stand. I might end up hanging these from the ceiling anyway, but like I said, I like having the stand as an option. Cool translucent stand. It's got some, just different stuff on it. Star Wars, some technical patterns and things. Pretty neat. I like it. But like I said, I might just end up hanging these. So there you go. Saj Ventress's ship, the name of which I have already forgotten. It is the Genevex Starfighter, or Genevex. I don't know. Please let me know in the comments, hard G or soft G. Thanks for watching, you guys. Please like, subscribe, share, tell your friends about Needless Things, and come back for more toy reviews. We do them all the time. May the Force not be with you because I'm evil.
Smash that like button if you like Needless Things.